in fourth, and fifth is Larry Bond. Here we go. Green is out. Here comes Oliver to the low side. Greggy Oliver is going to put the move on Eric Berry. Berry tries to shoot to the bottom side, has to slow the momentum up just a bit. Eric Berry is going to try to slide up, can't make it work. Here comes Oliver. Oliver jumps the cushion and into the wall. He's able to continue on, but Greggy Oliver loses a ton of ground. Here comes Jesse Wisecarver. Wisecarver will put the slider on Berry. Berry comes back to the bottom side, but right now it's all Jackie Boggs out front. Jesse Wisecarver on the bottom. He's trying to get by Eric Berry for second. Wisecarver and Berry still battling hard for the second spot. Wisecarver hasn't been able to do anything yet. Jackie Boggs smooth sailing up front. Larry Bond, Greggy Oliver round out the top five. Kenny Johnson back there in sixth, trying to make his way up through here on the high side. Wisecarver has cleared Eric Berry, and he has set sail now. He is looking for Jackie Boggs. He is trying to close the distance. Boggs is going to see the first of many lap cars ahead of him. Jackie Boggs knows nothing but the top side. Here to Atomic Speedway Problems. Boggs slows. Jackie Boggs slows down the backstretch. Jesse Wisecarver takes the lead, but Jackie Boggs. Jackie Boggs in the Central Star Drilling Dave Jamieson owned D4 car led the entirety of this race until now. Relinquishes the lead to Jesse Wisecarver. And Bond, your top three. Ooh, little jumpy there. Green is out. Everybody back in line. Jesse Wisecarver got to choose how he went. And now here comes Eric Berry down the backstretch. He's wanting to close the distance. He'll shoot it on the high side now. He'll work up on the cushion. Rubbing the wall as Eric Berry around the top side. Cross flags halfway home. Greggy Oliver slow on the front stretch. And Greggy Oliver will take it to the infield. Tough break for Oliver. That'll put Travis Dixon into the fifth spot. Travis Dixon is working on Kenny Johnson. Larry Bond working to the bottom side of Eric Berry. But it's still Jesse Wisecarver all out front. Green is out. Wisecarver jumps out early. Here comes Eric Berry, though. Once again, Berry can close the door. He just can't get in. And here's Larry Bond on the bottom side. Larry Bond's going to be on the inside of Eric Berry. He wants the second spot. Oh, problems for your leader. He's into the wall on the front stretch. And now he slows heavily on the high side. Look out high side. Wisecarver gets up on the plateau. Oh, we got two of them, and the other two leaders are in trouble. Eric Berry and Larry Bond make contact. Bond spins it. Keeping his way up there, and he's already to the third spot. Travis Dixon and Andy Bond, your top five. Before it's all said and done, we may be talking to a guy we haven't even talked about all night. Kenny Johnson. He has moved himself up into that third spot, and I'm sure he wants more. Off of turn number 4, green is out. And Eric Berry assures himself the lead. Now he rockets down the backstretch. Here comes Kenny Johnson with Travis Dixon right there on his quarter panel. Eric Berry way up high. Oh, we've got him making contact up here in turn number 2. Here we go off of turn 4. Green is out. Larry Bond shoots to the bottom again, but the high side momentum makes it work. Travis Dixon will get the spot for just a second on Kenny Johnson. Leaves Johnson room, and Johnson likes that high side. He plows it around the top side and makes it work. Now Kenny Johnson will set sail and go to, whoa, Eric Berry got in the wall. Your leader got into the wall, but it didn't look like it hurt him a whole lot. Sparks were flying off the back end of the 75 car, and here comes Larry Bond trying to bottom, but Kenny Johnson, oh, Johnson starts to hop. He gets the car back under control, though. Kenny Johnson, when he gets on a run, something happens, whether it be a caution, a car in front of him, something happens to Kenny Johnson. Every time he gets on a big run, he's continuing to lose spots. Now maybe something amiss on the number 1 car. Eric Berry leads still, though. Here comes Travis Dixon, though. Travis Dixon now works on that second spot. He will shoot to the low side of Larry Bond. He doesn't want that low side. He says, I'll go back to the familiar top side. Here comes Travis Dixon. He's making it work up high on Larry Bond. Bond will shut the door on him down the front stretch. Back to turns 1 and 2. Here comes Dixon now on the bottom. We got one smoking down the front stretch. It's Brian Skaggs. He's still under power, but smoking. 2 laps to go in this modified feature event. Uh-oh. Go, caution is out. And that is Brian Skaggs up there on top of turn number 2. That car smoking for a couple laps. Green is out. And there's Johnson on the high side. Andy Bond shot to the low side. There's Larry Bond on the low side of Eric Berry. They make contact for the race lead for just a moment. Here comes Larry, though, right down low. 2 laps to go. Who's it going to be? Eric Berry able to hold on to the lead. Kenny Johnson now, he's going to work up there. He's way up high. So is Eric Berry. Down the back straightaway. Kenny Johnson will go to the high side of Larry Bond. He will work up there. Berry slows. Here comes Johnson. White flag in the air. Can Kenny Johnson do it on the final lap? He's got to be perfect. He's got to make it work, and he's got to hope for a mistake on the 75 car. Kenny Johnson on the back bumper of Eric Berry. He sets it up in turn number 2 or 3. And Eric Berry will win it. Johnson just couldn't do it. Kenny Johnson winds up second. You could see Kenny Johnson setting the car up, and he just couldn't execute. Race fans, Eric Berry will win your modified feature event.